Hi everybody, welcome back. I'm Jeff Burr with the Tattooed Spirit. We just got done talking about the Justice card and how that's the concept of understanding yourself in how you are in the world in relation to everybody else. And it's the concept of everything happening for a reason and getting into your life with that sort of mindset, with that sort of subconscious programming, with that sort of belief system. With the card now that we're about to get into, it's another one of my favorites. It's called the Hanged Man. Now again, consciously you're going to see the Hanged Man and immediately think of and have associations with lynching and punishment and pain and uncomfort. But this is the whole process of what we're trying to uncover with these cards and working with our subconscious mind and our interpretations, is that whenever you just get out of the way of reading the Hanged Man and then you just look at this character in this card, you realize that he is enlightened because of the little enlightened marks, and he's also just completely chilling. Now, with this card, and in this second row, remember the second row was all about interpersonal influences, things that sort of guide you into being pulled into a new direction because there's something inside pulling you there. Not the worldly influences that we talked about in the first line. This is all interpersonal, really creating the real change in your life that you want to change. This card, number 12, the Hanged Man, is about taking the concept of sort of we all are believing and working in this space together, creating our own type of realities, into the experience of inner peace. About bringing the experience of working in your life with patience and sacrifice, which is, by the way, how I actually renamed this card in my mind, Patience and Sacrifice. Because you get to see this character on here, guys, and you can see that no matter where this character, in this stage of development of the second line of this major arcana that we're going through, goes through his life just knowing that he is exactly where he's supposed to be, especially if it's not where he wants to currently be. That's really, really important. And you get that whenever you check out this card. This, moving along, this is actually a very simple card to understand. It's no accident at all that it happens to fall right underneath this Hierophant card. Remember that? Where in this card, you're being sort of told the authority of others, but the belief systems of others. Because remember, you're down here with this particular card, and you're being told of these other things that you should possibly be considering or believing in. I think I'm getting some shadows with the cards on that. I got to check into that. And but in this card, you're right underneath here. So we're getting into the more personal experience of you being more, what's the word? I guess authentically yourself. Which is a big reason why the hands are behind the heart. The idea that you know yourself. This is about independence, personal ownership. When this card presents right side up, or you do your meditations with me whenever we get into that part of this little program, with this card, you'll begin to feel yourself exposing your inner belief systems out to the world and have the experience in life, just not the concepts and not the beliefs of others, but you'll be able to just live your life to just authentically say, this is who I am. This is what is in my heart. I'm going to expose it to you. And no matter what you say about what is in my heart, I know that that is me. This is the card of like the artists. Whenever I lay this out in my sessions, and whenever you look through these cards for yourself and you begin to say what really resonates with me, the more artistic, the more creative of us, of my clients, and if you're that type of person too, is really going to resonate with this card. Because it's all about bringing your personal inner self into the world. Musicians, creative types. This is the card that we work with in those type of sessions. These are the meditations in that wonderful theta brainwave state of meditation or hypnosis that I've been talking about. Whenever this card is, shows up in your experience. When it shows in reversed, all that basically means is that you feel like you cannot truly be yourself. That the experience of just living life as you want to live it is blocked in some way. You may feel repressed if you just can't be yourself. This is a sign whenever this card shows upside down that that there is the issue there in the personal belief system, that you are safe to be yourself, to expose your heart like that. It's a simple card. Once you get that, it's just the basic understanding of how I hopefully just shared it with you, and I hope that made sense to you. But whenever you get out of the logical, conscious, what you think a hanged man means, into the image, into the subconscious understanding of how beautiful this card is, just how chill he is in the experience of the world where other people would think it would be painful and uncomfortable, you just experience peace. The process of the second line is beyond concept. It's beyond just figuring what it might be. It's the experience of standing in line and being cool. It's the experience of having your car break down and just chilling out, knowing that there's a purpose for this and it's okay that you don't even know what it is. This is patience and this is sacrifice. Sacrifice is a whole nother term that is looked at from different people for different reasons. I just love the idea of sacrifice. I actually got the idea, again, this is from the John Holland Oracle deck. He actually named this card Sacrifice, because when you go through life with a certain mindset of experiencing it the way you're now experiencing it, if you've developed this far along the second line, sacrifice takes on a whole different meaning. It just means having patience for this to pass. It's the experience of it. That's why I keep on saying the word experience whenever I have you see this card in the future. When you see this card in the future, you're going to know that it's the now, not conceptual stuff, that everything happens for a reason. It's not just taking personal responsibility in your thoughts. It's living every single day with the experience of this inner peace that this hanged man has. Stay tuned for the next card, because the next card is the Mac Daddy King card of being misunderstood. It's the number one card that freaks people out the most whenever they don't understand what happens with the subconscious, whenever they think what death is. That's a little dramatic, but come back and find out what the real meaning of this, what used to be scary card, was, and now it is something new. All right, we'll see you in a second.